Hey everyone, it's Chef Chelsea Marie and today we're going to be making a potato and pumpkin soup with smoked bones. So look at the variety of stuff that I have going on my table. I literally pulled things out of my fridge that I had already. So let me take you through what I have on my table. So I have some smoked bones with the bone in. I have some potatoes, some pumpkin, onion, pimento, garlic. I have some butter. If you do want to make this dairy free, you could use vegetable oil. I do have some Maggi season up vegetable, onion and garlic Maggi cube, and I have some Maggi soup it up in the vegetable. I am going to be using some provisions. I literally just use the ends of things that I had. I had like 2 sad little green figs, some yams and carrots, and I just chopped up everything and I have it here in this bowl, and I have some fresh green seasoning. Alright, so let's get cooking and I'm going to show you guys how to whip up this recipe. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to season up your smoked bones. So I'm going to add my fresh green seasoning. I think that's about a 1/4 cup that I have there. Then I'm going to add my season up all purpose. I think that's about a teaspoon I'm going to add. And then I'm going to give this a nice light mix. Okay. If you do like to season your meat ahead, then you could add all these ingredients, give this a quick plastic, and leave this overnight or at least for a few hours. I do have my pot on already. This is quite a large pot because you guys see how much I have here. I'm going to add my 3 tablespoons of butter to this pot. And I'm going to let that melt. Then to this I'm going to add my seasoning stuff, like my fresh ones. So I'm going to add my onions. That's about a large onion that I've diced. I'm going to add my pimentos. Garlic. And you're just going to let that saute until they soften up. So my onions have softened up really nicely. I'm going to add my smoked bones now. I really want to get all that seasoning out of there. Okay, so now I'm going to add, drain off my water from my potatoes. Then I'm going to add my potatoes and my pumpkin. I'm going to give that one more stir. Whoa, I need to get a pot holder. I'm going to give that one more stir. And I'm going to add 1 onion and garlic cube. If you don't have onion and garlic, you could use vegetable here. If you don't eat pork and you don't want to use smoked bones, you could use chicken here as well. Smoked chicken is awesome. You just really want something that's going to add a little bit of smoky flavor. If you don't have smoked bones and you want to use bacon, that also will work really nicely. Right, so now I'm going to add about 7 cups of water, which is really just enough water to cover my pumpkin and my potatoes. And I'm going to throw a lid on this. Oops, other people wanted to go in the soup. And I'm going to throw a lid on this and let this come to a boil until my pumpkin and potatoes have softened and I'm able to blend them. Alright, so I'm going to find a cover and I'll check you guys back very shortly. Alright, so come in, let's see how our soup is doing so far. Oh yeah, look at that. Pumpkin is soft. You can see that it's already like breaking apart once I touch it with the spoon. So now's a good time. I'm going to lower the heat just so that I'm able to get into the soup. I'm going to start to spoon out those smoked bones. Okay, you want to leave, try not to pull out any pumpkin or potatoes or any other vegetable. Just want to spoon those bones out. I think I have gotten all of them out. I think one is trying to sneak in there. Alright, so now I'm going to add my Maggi soup it up vegetable to my soup. And I'm going to add 1 onion and garlic cube. And you're like, Chelsea, are you crazy? Why are you adding seasoning and the soup is done? Because the soup isn't finished. We are only working on the base at the moment. So to my base now, I'm going to turn it back on. And if you have an immersion blender, please pull that bad boy out. If not, you could use a traditional blender. And I'm gonna blend the base of my soup. So we're almost making like a very rich pumpkin soup, if you would. How splattering me a bit. We're trying to get that as smooth as we can. We like really velvety soups. This is a soup for you. Whoa, it burned me. So please be careful when you do this. Alright, we are looking nice. I'm gonna put 1 or 2 more chunks. I just want to get out. See how smooth it is? That's what we're aiming for. And now that you have a nice base for your soup, we are actually going to add in now our provisions. So like I said, I'm just using any old provisions that I have. I have some cassava. I actually have some other vegetables in there, like some okras. I have some sweet potato, carrots, all kinds of good yummy stuff. So I'm just gonna put that in there. And now I'm gonna add back my smoke bones. And I'm just gonna let that simmer until my provisions are cooked. I think this should take about 15 minutes. So I'm going to cover this so that it cooks a little faster, and I'll check you guys back when it's finished. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes and I believe my soup is done, so let's come in and take a peek and let's see how it's looking. Oh yes. Okay, great. I did dump some dumplings in there that I had, and my soup is looking very thick and nice. All my provisions are cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and ladle myself out a bowl, and I'll catch you guys. It's a wrap on today's episode. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you try this pumpkin and potato smoke bone soup. Alright, see you guys. Bye.